Hey everybody, it's Robin from Roaming with Rover. Look what I got in the mail. I get these quarterly, I think. It's the Crochet World. Yes, this is the Winter 2023 Crochet World Magazine. And they come quarterly, and just about the time I get one, I forget that I have even subscribed to these. But I'm always so excited when one shows up. So I haven't even looked at it yet. I always like to wait and show you guys what's in them. And normally it's like 2 months later before I even look at the thing. But this literally showed up in my mailbox yesterday. So let's look and see what's in it. See if there's anything fun that we are going to want to make. And I'll bet you there's some cool Christmas stuff in there. So it says, Crochet World, America's favorite crochet magazine. Keep warm with 10 fashionable wears, 28 merry and bright Christmas designs, and we're going to flip right through all the ads and go right to the cool stuff. Oh, okay, so right off the bat, that's cool. Well, we've made a bunch of these, haven't we? Cup cozy. I like the cup cozies, and I don't go in for any of the fancy ones. That's kind of cool with a couple of buttons on it. I do like the buttons. Does this one actually button up? Or I think it does. I think this thing actually, because you're sewing the button on with the needle and thread. So are we making buttonholes on this thing? I'm not making buttonholes on anything. They're using Premier Home Cotton, 4-weight. And they are, I cannot tell if we're just like sewing it on as a decoration or if they're actually putting buttonholes on this thing. But yeah, they are putting buttonholes. Wowza. They're considering this an intermediate. And you know, if you're doing buttonholes, it probably is. But it's pretty, I like it. I wouldn't put buttonholes. I would just sew that thing right on there. And mini Christmas tree. They are using light cotton Happy Cotton Light DK weight cotton yarn and metallic cotton yarn. So we're doing two different kinds of yarn. We're making, okay, so we're making this stuff down here and the little ornaments. Christmas tree, mini Christmas tree set. Intermediate. Hexagon, so you're making the topper, the ornaments that you hang on the tree, which is a garland. Good Lord, there's a lot going on here. Oval ornaments, round ornaments, a garland, and the topper. I kind of like that on the bottom. I don't really care for any of the rest of it. Yeah, I'm not doing that. However, it might just be because I don't care for the colors, I think. It doesn't make me think of Christmas at all. And I think that's part of the problem. Now these, no, it's the colors. I think that's the problem. That is a problem. Now, you know, we are doing a Christmas ornament exchange right now, and I've had some people say, I don't know how to crochet very well. Look how simple this is in some pretty Christmas colors, and maybe add a cute little snowflake button on that. You got yourself a Christmas ornament. Now this, you see this right here? Go all the way around with that. You got a Christmas ornament. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Poinsettias and plaid placemat set. Easy to stitch set in traditional Christmas colors utilize weaving of strands to create truly unique pieces for your dining room table this season. What do we got going on here? Placemat napkin ring coaster, sugar and cream, 2 balls white, 1 ball red, half a ball sunshine. Half a ball sunshine. I see the red, I see the white, I see green. I don't see sunshine. Maybe the green is sunshine. And we're gonna weave it. Poinsettia. Oh, sunshine is in the middle of the poinsettia. There's your sunshine. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, here we go. Cabin striped Afghan. Cabin striped Afghan. Cool winter cabin wrapped in a bulky warm Afghan. Perfect for playing with color combinations and your scraps in this striped Afghan. So they're saying we're going to use up our scraps. I don't have that many scraps. Premier Serenity chunky bulky. It's a 5 weight. Sand Raven Admiral Blue Copper Ochre After Dark. That's an interesting name. Size 11 crochet hook. Size L11 8mm crochet hook. Color sequence. So it looks like a bunch of double crochets. Chains, yeah, a bunch of double crochets in some stripes. Pretty simple design if you want to just do a bunch of stripes. Not bad. That would be an easy way, like I said, to use up some scraps. I don't have that many scraps. Ooh, this is an interesting article. Making crochet garments that fit, part 1. Getting your measurements correct. That is, boy, I'll tell you what. So many times I have looked at something and it'll say based on, the 1 or 2 little thingies, I should be a size whatever. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So it's telling you need all these different measurements and stuff. This is going to be a good article. I'm very interested in reading this. And it's based on the Craft Council. So there you go, guys. The craftcouncil.com measurements. Right there. That's what, when anybody is making a pattern, they should be using this right there so that everything is standardized. And a lot of people do not, and it would sure make a difference if they did. Editor's favorites. Oh, here's a new brand of crochet hooks. The O-Fire, O-P-H-I-R-E crochet hook. I've not heard of this one before. O-P-H-I-R-E. We'll have to go take a look at that one. And it's an ergonomic hook. We like those, don't we? Check it out. It says hand carved. Wow. Hand carves each hook from resin. I don't understand how you can do that, but we'll give it a try. We'll go take a look at that. O-P-H-I-R-E. Go take a look at that and see what you think. Everybody's talking about this Lumos knitting light. I am not a fan, and I'll tell you why. Lumos knitting light. I'm sure it's a very nice light. They are expensive. And I have had a neck knitting light that I've had for years that I paid like $12 for. I don't need to pay $50 for the same kind of thing. Maybe it's brighter, I don't know. I just don't think I need to spend that much money on basically the same thing. Okay. I am interested in taking a look at that crochet hook though. Okay, arrows and popcorn super scarf. Super scarves usually are super long, This is using Plymouth Yarn Encore Chunky Bulky. 5 bulky yarn and a size K hook, size L hook. That's weird. We're using, oh, and fringe, making fringe. How long is this thing? Tell me how. It is 88 inches long. Yeah, these super scarves are usually super long. I remember one time, you know, I get the crochet of the month kits from Mary Maxim, and one of the first ones I got was one of these super long scarves, and I'm like, I don't think I want a scarf that long. I'd rather make 2 normal size scarves, but that's pretty. There's a lot of detail in that. I like the popcorn. I like all this uppy downy stuff. I'm not a fan of all of this. I think fringies, they're pretty though. They're not horrible. They really do add a lot of design element to this one. It's not just your basic fringe. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Takes 9 skeins of yarn. Oh my goodness. 9 skeins of yarn, 143 yards per skein. Oh, that's going to be spendy. It's going to be a spendy scarf. But it's pretty. I will bet you, if you do that in something that isn't a bulky 5, and so the whole thing is just sized down a bit, I'd be more willing to do that. Under the Pines Afghan, woven texture, color block throw, knit-like look. Oh. Color block, so you got a big old chunk of green and a big old chunk of probably a crewish, whitish cream. It's cream and pine are the colors. It's a 4-weight V-stitch, shell stitch. Those are the special stitches. They're using Bernat Fabuloso. Have not heard of that yarn. Medium weight, superwash acrylic. 5 balls cream, 5 balls pine, or 3 balls pine. 306 yards per ball. That's not too bad for a blankie. And this blankie is, how big is this blankie? This blankie is 46 by 57. That's a decent size. That would be nice. It says this shell stitch pattern is stretchy, so be kind of nice, just all snuggly. I like this. It says quick and easy. You could do all one color if you wanted. You could flip that out and do 3 colors if you had some leftover, you know, yarn, or if you had a couple skeins of this and a couple skeins of that. Yeah, totally. Oh, and then there's a little shell. Can you see that shell along the edge? Oh, I like this. I like this. I like this. Look at that kitchen set. I like that. It's called the Kringle Kitchen Set. Oh, cool. Look at that towel. It's got the wraparound thing all built into it. I like that. Farmhouse Vibes, holiday season set, classic look, cotton yarn. They are using, oh, it's got a kitchen towel and a hot pad. Premier Home Cotton. I have not used that, but I've heard it's super good. And I believe it is on sale in the cone size right now on the Premier website. They're using white, cranberry, and Christmas green. You could use any home cotton for that though. Materials listed. So they're saying 4 balls white, 3 balls cranberry, 1 ball Christmas green. We'll make 1 set each, white and green. White with green trim and cranberry with white trim. So 1 of each of those? All of these? I'm not sure. I think this yarn will make all of that. I really, really, really like that. I really like that. Easy Christmas throw, traditional Christmas colors, slightly different hues. Oh yeah. 40 by 50 Red Heart Super Saver, 1 skein each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors. That's an unusual. It's they're working it this way. Interesting. What is that stitch? I cannot figure out what the stitch is. Single crochet, single crochet. There's some single crochet. Oh, if you look at it that way, you can see the stitch work a little better. I like that. I like that. And I like that size. I like my blankets to have a decent size to them. Okay, hexagon flower fidget toy. Simplistic in its design, this is a silent, satisfying fidget toy used by sliding a marble around in the crochet fabric. So you must make a pocket and then you got something you're fiddling around with inside there. This is a fingering weight. Okay, I'd be afraid that the marble would come out in between the stitching. Okay, it's different. Okay, we got another scarf. It's a textured scarf. Textured scarf, pretty basic. 2 identical halves using a puff stitch combined with basic stitches and a pretty Christmas color. 2 identical halves. Are we folding this thing in half and sewing it together? 5.5 inches wide, 48 inches long, Premier anti-pilling yarn. Weave in loose ends, puff stitch, border. Oh, you can, if you want, you can buy the kit at Annie's. Yeah, it kind of looks like we're making 2 of them and sewing them together there. One, 2, 3, 14, second border. I'm not sure. I have to read that kind of close. Holly Jolly Bed Runner. Oh, that's cute. Make that, put it on the bottom of the bed. Just give you a little extra warmth by your feet. 52 inches wide, 60 inches long. They're using that Serenity Chunky again, 5 bulky. 7 skeins red, 2 skeins raven, 1 skein gold. You're going to use some bobbins to make this part though. Very nice. That would be cute. I think that would be cute to throw across your couch too. Oh, look at this. I love these. Christmas time doily. I'm a doily person. I have always liked the doilies. Christmas time doily. This gorgeous doily with its snowflake center, surrounded by evergreens. Oh my gosh, those are, look at that. Those are little trees. Wow. I like this even more now. Perfect accent for your tabletop this Christmas season. That is amazing. Look at those trees. That is amazing. And of course we're using crochet cotton on that. This thing is 14 inches across when you're done. Wow. I want to make that. And I think If you did not make this in red, it wouldn't feel as Christmassy, and you could put this out all winter long. Wow, wow, wow. They're considering this an intermediate. I can see that. I want to make this. How beautiful is that? I think that might be my favorite thing so far. This is different too. This is called Addison's Delight Doily. You put all those squares together to make a big, kind of a tabletopper almost. So there's the big center one, and then you make the smaller ones to go around it. 15 inches square on point. Again, with the crochet cotton. And again, you could do those in any colors you wanted to match the colors of your home. And if you are a granny square person, that is going to be really cool. And it says on this, this one you want to make sure you block. And I think that's the key with any doily. Here's a coaster, which you could also stiffen this up, and you could hang that on your Christmas tree. Look how pretty that is. These are 5 3/4 inches from point to point. Puff stitch, V-stitch, and clusters. Those are pretty, pretty, pretty. I really like that. Those are very pretty. Size 10 crochet cotton, and you need off-white, rose, and wine. This is pretty. These are Valentine's colors too. Valentine's, again, any color you want, any color combination you want. Love, love, love that. Here's another one. This must be the doily section. Again, any color combination that you want. Small doily, the Dora oval doily. A little more intricate there. Look at that centerpiece. Ooh, ooh, ooh. These are all 0 lace weight. Intermediate. This one's 9 inches across when you're done. Look at all that. You're going to want, again, these all need to be blocked. Oh, an oval doily. This one matches the other one, but it's oval. So, a nice table doily. But you're going, and this one is 11 3/4 long. So this way, and then 7 1/2 inches this way. Super pretty. Oh, how cute is that? It's a tree. They're calling it a silverware holder. So it's kind of a, you put it on your plate. Tree silverware holder. Put it on top of your plate and then put your silverware. That's interesting. Huh. 6 1/4 inches across the widest part, and then 8 inches from top to bottom. And it says it's easy. It does look kind of easy. Really, mostly, it is almost like a filet crochet. It's basically a filet crochet. That is cute. I like that. Oh, I love this one. Christmas cookie ornaments. They look like sugar cookies with little sparkly beads inside. Oh, again, another fairly easy Christmas ornament to make. They're about 3 by 4 inches, give or take. Very, very nice. Those are so darn cute. I love this. There's a lot of smaller things here so that everything isn't so big. Snow buddy ornaments. Okay, let me look real quick. 4 inches in diameter, Lion brand basic stitch anti-pilling. The little penguin. I think it's a penguin. Let me look. That's one of the reindeer. And what is the other one? Snowman. Okay. There's a snowman and there's a reindeer. So you do this and then you hang them on the tree. I was trying to decide if it went over, do you crochet it over an ornament? But I don't think you do. Nope, you do not. It's just, that's the whole thing. He is so cute. So darn cute. I love that. Can you see it? Can you see it? There. I love that. And that's considered easy. Oh, there's the penguin. There's a penguin. Same kind of deal. Oh my gosh, he's cute. And now we've got gift card holders. Santa going down the chimney. I need to make a couple of these because I'm doing some gift cards. A lot of my presents have to be mailed out of town. And there's a little snowman one. Super, super adorable. Marzipan pear ornament. Oh, that's different. If you like the pears, and those are pretty colors. Those are, what do they call those? Boho, the boho colors. If you have the boho style in your home, those are the boho colors. That's different. Now here's a close-up of one. That's really neat. There is a lot of stuff in this one book, this one magazine. That must be a garland of some kind. Let's take a look and see. Boughs and berries garland. Crochet poofs are strung onto a crocheted vine to create this eye-catching garland. Hang it on your tree, mantle, or staircase. 4.5 inches wide. That's pretty significant. 4.5 inches by 48 inches long. And they're just using red heart, so inexpensive. 4.5 inches is pretty darn big. Oh yeah, so there's poofs and there's the boughs. Huh. Again, any color you want for the little flowery looking things. Ooh, more crochet hooks. Look at those. They're wood. I bet you those are handmade too. The wood hooks of Knit Brooks. Let's see. Knit Brooks. Here we go. www.knitbrooks.ca or knitbrooks@gmail.com. knitbrooks@gmail.com. Look how gorgeous those are. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to check into those. He's hand carving those things. How stunning is that? Wood hooks. Oh, I like this. I don't love every sweater out there. If I'm going to do a sweater, I don't want it to have a bunch of holes in it. I don't want to have to wear something underneath a sweater. I like that. See how solid that is? Denali pullover and cowl, size to 2X, intermediate level, several inches of positive ease. They're using Cascade Superwash. I like that. which is a size 2. That is beautiful. Oh yeah, you can see how kind of loose this is hanging on her. Of course, she's probably a little bitty thing. This is called Cozy Winter Fashion. I love that. So for my size, it would take, I don't know, I can't tell. It would take a lot of yarn. Well, especially when you're using a size 2 yarn, it takes a lot anyway. Oh my gosh. And there's the cowl. So there's the cowl that goes with it. I would probably do the cowl first just to check it out. That's pretty. Oh, they don't even want you to block it. That's different. And then we've got some mittens. Or not mitts, you know, the hand warmers. They're called the Warm Chai mitts. Oh, and they're using a half double slip stitch. Cascade Yarns Heritage Superfine Sock Yarn. Superfine sock yarn. There's a lot of detail in that. Awful pretty. Simplified Star Stitch. Oh, another beautiful sweater. Wow, this magazine just goes on and on and on, doesn't it? That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's called Icy Trails Tunic. I like that. Tunic Leak raglan style sweater is perfect to cozy up on those snowy days with a side split. Oh, that's good. So when you sit down, it doesn't get so tight across your bum. 4-weight yarn, and it says you can lengthen it or shorten it. And it goes up to a 3X. And they're using Vanna's Choice, so not a hard to get yarn. Front and back sleeves are worked side to side. Side to side, so you're going to take it and do that with it, I think. Edgings are added afterwards. Okay, now what is this thing? Oh, whoops, just lost me on this one. Night Sky Tunisian Shrug. Although it is very pretty, and I might be willing to try a Tunisian project that is smaller, because I always end up doing a blanket with a Tunisian, and that's where they lose me because it's such big projects. Um, 45 by 54. That's about the size of a blanket, though. 4-weight. Man, this takes a lot of yarn. 8 skeins of one color and 2 skeins of another. That's a lot of yarn. Oh, well, look, no wonder. Look how big this thing is. That's a blanket. That's a blanket. So you're basically making one big old square and then you're going to sew it together. I don't know. Not a fan. Okay, this is pretty. Polar Star hat and mittens. Chunky 3D stitch, but we're only using a 4-weight yarn. That's a pretty hat. Those are beautiful mittens. Those mittens are intriguing to me. I've never made a pair of mittens. I might be inclined to try that. Size 4, a chainette. I've got some chainette yarn. Mittens, mittens, mittens. Moderately challenging. That's interesting. So the inside is basic, the outside has the pretty. That's interesting. And it has that. And y'all know I'm interested in that. I like to use that. Okay, here we go. Jack's Hooded Pocket Shawl. I've seen pocket shawls, but not typically with the hood. That's because at first I thought it was a cape. Jack's hooded pocket shawl. Keep yourself warm when Jack Frost comes calling. It's a moss stitch. That's a very dense stitch. That's going to keep you warm. The shawl is 15 by 64, so nice and long. The hood is 19 by 14, and the pockets are 7 by 8. Chunky, oh, puzzle, Premier Puzzle. I love Premier Puzzle. That's a number 5 bulky, and it's going to take 4 balls. I don't know if I have 4 balls of any one color. I know I have 3. You could do the pockets in a different color though. That'd be interesting. Ooh, look at this. Knotted cables pullover. Oh, not happy about this. It only goes to an extra large. Not happy about that. Although they're calling an extra large with a bust of a 50, so it's got a pretty significant. That is beautiful though. Look at the work on that. Is that a pullover? Yeah, it is. A network of knotted cables gives dramatic style and rich texture to this striking and sophisticated sweater. It is busy out there today. It says, now here it says small, medium, large, extra large. It says bust extra large is 44 to 46. So finished bust must be 50. So it's got a, I don't know, have to do some measurement in, because that's really pretty. Yeah, look at this. Look how gorgeous that is. Who am I kidding? I'm never going to get it made anyway. Who am I kidding? But it's pretty. It's sure pretty. I got a better chance of getting some of those doilies done. The page doesn't want to open, so I can turn the page. Come on. We are not allowed to see the next page, I guess. Oh, and it's another sweater. Cozy Cabin Cardi. This one goes up to 3X. Oh, and it's the Barocco Vintage DK Light. Love those colors. Love those colors. Skill level easy. Okay, this is strange. Even for the biggest size, it only takes, 3 of one color, 3 of one. So 3, 6, 8 skeins. So that's not bad. 8 hanks. Oh, and there's another one. 9 hanks. Still not bad for a full-size sweater. Have 10 inches of positive ease at the hip. This thing is big oversized. Big. But let me show you. There's something on here I don't care for. I don't like that it just hangs open in the front. I don't want a sweater that does that. And then when you put a belt around it, then you just got that weird belt with everything hanging open in the front. For me, I need a sweater that closes somehow. Am I the only one that feels that way? It's a beautiful sweater, but if it's not going to close up, I'm still going to freeze. So funny. And I think they do that to make it easy, because the closing up part is what makes sweaters kind of hard. Tell me what you think. Oh, I think we might have reached the end. Boy, there was a lot of cool stuff in there. Now, usually, so this book has, it's got the chart for the different weights of yarn. It's got the skill level so you can tell where you fall in there. It has where you can find some of these different products. It has different stitches, how to do different stitches. I like that. It has abbreviations for the different stitches. And here we go. Boy, it seemed like there was more than this. There's all the different projects. All the different projects. All right, let's look real quick. So, liked that. Loved that, but I don't think, yeah, that's one they didn't have our size in. What are we probably really honestly gonna do? The kitchen set. I would make this with smaller yarn so it wasn't so big. I like this, but I don't know if I would do color block or not. And probably a couple of these doilies. I loved these. I loved these. And where was that one with the cowl? It was the scarf and the cowl. The scarf and the cowl. I would probably make that cowl because I love that stitch and I want to try that stitch. Well, I don't know, but I like I really like the sweater a lot. I'm likely to actually make the cowl. And I think I would probably get those mittens done. I don't know, 5 or 6 things in here I would actually probably do. Love, love, love this with the Christmas trees. I love that with the Christmas trees. Oh, I didn't see this. Somehow we skipped over that, this little mini Christmas tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's funny. One thing from every row. At least 6 things in here I would almost absolutely make. Almost absolutely. What do you guys think? Which of these would you probably for sure? Oh, and the gift card holder. So 7. 7 things I almost for sure will make. What would you almost for sure make? What would you absolutely not make? This I would absolutely not make. All right. If you guys are interested in subscribing, let me know. I'll get you the info. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll talk to you guys later. Please like, please subscribe. Trying to get as many as we can. You know the deal on that. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.